Hello everybody, good evening and welcome along to this WNR event. Like it says in the title there, Spa Francorchamps, 100 years racing. As I've just recently found out, 2021 is going to mark 100 years of racing at Spa. Obviously, the circuit has changed much since it first opened in 1921. But to celebrate this, we're going to have a quick, short 20% qualifying and a 50% race. I say it's a realistic event to end off season 2. So we're going to have drivers from right across the grid. As I say, we've got 19 drivers at the moment. As Forth is with us. Good evening, mate. He says, is the lobby full? Well, there's 19 drivers so far. Have a word with Jake in Discord, mate, I'm sure. If it's the right seat for you, I suppose. Like I say, Jake's handling all that tonight, mate. Is young Tommy, what's up, boys, he says. Yeah, what's up, young Tommy? Young Tommy, last season, League 1 champion. Going to be driving in Tier 2 of the new structure for WNR, should I say PBE, as we're going to be known next season. As a lot of you know, five tiers next season. And along with our partners at ALR, they're going to have some F1 2021 racing for you every night of the week. For possibly in a month, starting in a month's time, maybe less. Keep an eye out for more details. Jake will keep you all up to date. So anyway, like I say, we've got 19 drivers. We're waiting for an AlphaTauri. Someone who's Beefy's partner was Serious Mushroom. Yeah, we'll quickly run through the grid. Starting at the back, should we say, in the lowest performance car, we've got possibly two of the best drivers in the league. And the new Tier 1 structure next season in Lynx and Black Box. Obviously, Lynx drove with us last season. Black Box is going to be new to my eyes next season. But reputation says he's going to be one hell of a driver. And then we've got Crazy Bill and Sloth in the Haas. Again, both drivers going to be driving Tier 1 next season. So it's only right they should be at the back, kind of. And then we've got young Tommy, Jake the Slayer, and the Alfa Romeos. Again, so we're now on to Tier 2 drivers for next season, Jake the Slayer and young Tommy. And then we've got a couple of Tier 3 drivers next season in Captain Infinity and Starburst. Of course, both drivers were teammates in the Williams last season in League 1. Absolutely fantastic team. Started pole in second place in the last race of the season, as we know. And then we've got Kinsel, Styles and Beefy in the AlphaTauris. So I'm afraid the grid is full now. Of course, Kinsel and Beefy were both reserves last season, but both coming back into the leagues. I believe Beefy is going to be Tier 2. I could be wrong. And Kinsel is going to be Tier 4, I do believe. And we've got the Reynolds of Jay Bradfield and Theo. Again, both Tier 2 drivers next season. Theo, congratulations. Oh, along with Jake the Slayer. If you haven't checked it out, check out the end of season of 2 rewards. We'll get onto them in a moment. And then we've got the McLaren team of Marvsky and Dylan. Again, both drivers Tier 2 next season. Going to have the pleasure of being the admin of both them of Tier 2 next season. Really looking forward to that, along with Tier 5. Tier 5. I'm going to look after them lads as well. And the Aston Martin of Swan Shanks and Bearded Dave, who will be in Tier 5 next season. Again, as we know, Swanshanks and Bearded Dave originals to this to this league. Been here since I've been here, as long as I've been here, sorry. And then we've got the Ferrari team of Shadders and Jake Wilson. Again, that's another solid team there. Jake Wilson, only a few good races last season, but we know how good he's been. And Shadders, well, reputation says everything, and Shadders has got one of the best reputations in this league. Oh, as we've lost a Alpha Tauri driver there. Oh, and it looks like there's a bit of a jiggery pokery. So Bradfield's gone to the Alpha Tauri, and I'm sure that's going to leave. And then Dylan's moved up to Reynolds. Is that going to be more Kinsel's spot? It might be. But yeah, and then last but by no means least, we'll see more drivers moving around. We've got Cody and Paige, again, 2 Tier 5 drivers next season. But as we know, Cody from League 1 has really come on leaps and bounds this last few months. Pace is really improving. It's really good to see his 1 lap pace has improved. Still got to get that racecraft down though a bit. Kidder, as I can see the clock is counting down. As Mushroom says, how long before Bradfield screams, ooh ah! Oh. Yeah, as we know, Bradfield good for a spin now and again. We'll keep an eye on that. So there we go, counters ticking down. So here we go, we're going to get straight into it, short qualifying. So as it's loading up, like I say, Spa, Francorchamps, the old circuit, the original pre-war circuit, was designed in 1920. It opened 1921, and that ran all the way to 1938. That's back when it was at its biggest, at its largest, where it was 9.3 miles long. Had 25 turns back then, but then as the years got on, from 39 to 78, it went down to 8.76 miles. And then with the original bus stop chicane from 81 to 93, and then 95 till 2003, it went down to a more respected 4 point. It's more, what we're seeing it more like today. And then again 94, it was changed again for 1 year when Damon Hill won it back in 1994. And then they had the modified bus stop chicane for 2 years, from 2004 to 2006, and then from 2007 to today, as we know, is its original, as we see it every Sunday, every year, roughly about August, September, isn't it? So yeah, now it's got 20 turns, 19 turns, 4.3 miles long. There's that yellow cars coming out. So is that Starburst? Yep, Starburst, car number 13 there. So he looks like he's moved to the Ferrari. And if we'll have a quick look at the Captain Infinity's partner now, is we'll have a look very quickly who's in. So yeah, Kinsel's jumped into the other racing point, so there's been a little jiggery pokery, so we'll have a little quicker look at that. So yeah, Paige, Cody, they're still in Mercedes. Shadders and Starburst now in the Ferrari. Jake Wilson's moved to the McLaren to partner Marvsky. Is anything else? So there was a Reynolds change. Yeah, so Dylan's jumped in with Theo, and then Bradfield is moved to Alpha Tauri. Then as you were. So realistic performance settings. Should we look at a benchmark of about, well, let's pick the time of 1:43.5, I think. Because I did see in Discord Black Box saying that was the time he was getting roughly in the Williams. And I still expect that to be a half decent time. So first man into turn 1, into La Source is Starburst. Little wobble there. He's going to come down to Eau Rouge and up to Radion. But there's a car in front. Is he getting out of the way? Yes, he does. Floors it all the way through there. Coming round onto the Kemmel Straight. Foot to the floor. Using half his ears already. DRS is open. As he comes through the com. Oh, gives us that onboard camera, but he looked okay. I'd have preferred that view. As he's coming down to Lavage there. Slowing it right down, tucking it right in. Third gear. Swinging it out and all the way around the Pouillon. That's it. It comes down to this slight larger chicane, if you like. The big left, right, left. So easy to lose traction as you break it down to this virtual night. No, it was sorry. It was. I was a turn ahead of myself there. Sorry about that. So now he comes in to start sector 3. Obviously setting the purple first sector, keeping it all the way at the left. As he coming down Blanchimont into where the old bus stop chicane, where it used to be, that we all loved. The new modified version, of course, now. That's it, his ears is out, so he's got no final boost off the line. So he needs a good exit here to set the benchmark. So it looks like a fast lap, there you go, over 1:44.2 in the Ferrari. And that's going to be, it looks, there we go, so Lynx, of course, last season. Driver of the season, doing a P20 to P1 in Mexico, puts in a 44.5. There's Cody, puts in a 43.3. So there you go. Expect him to be up there. To be fair, like I said, his 1 lap pace is getting there. No problem with that, mate. Oh, there you go, Black Box with a 1:43.9. Driver's course, short qualifying, going straight out onto the softs. So the optimum strategy here, I guess, is just a soft medium. It is, I do believe it is League 1 settings. So that's going to be, obviously, reduced damage. Let's have a look now. Cars seem to be coming up to it, but looking pretty slow. That's Kinsel on his outlap, Captain Infinity's on his outlap. Yeah, they're looking to just slow down to get away. Is that young Tommy? He's invalidated. Jake the Slayer is in the pit, so it's his teammate on an outlap. So yeah, like I say, if you haven't already before, check out the channel and check out the end of season awards made by Jake the Slayer and Theo. Both lads put a lot of work and effort into them. As we're going to see Dylan put his first time on the board of a 1:43.6. But yeah, shout out to them two guys in the comments if you don't mind, champion. Done great job on them lads. And if you haven't seen them, spoiler alert, I picked up 2 awards. Can you believe that? 2 awards, like I said. So to everyone there in the server who voted for me, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm humbled. The lads who know I do put the work in. and I've always believed hard work pays off, as Jake the Slayer did point that out as well. So we'll have a look at Beefy. He's nearly 2 seconds up, as you'd expect, so we'll have a quick look with him. Again, never kept any ears for that final push out, but he goes up to P6. So we'll see in a second. Oh, we've missed Theo jump into first there, so yeah, definitely expecting something good from these Reynolds boys today. Both going to be tier 2 next season, so we know. And this isn't to discredit the guys in the lower leagues, because as we know, these tiers aren't going to, divisions or however you want to brand them, aren't pace related. They're all just about availability, with it there being a new setup and experience. We just want the guys to race when you can. So as you see there, Cody, he's going to be in the bottom tier, but that's not because he's a slow driver, by no means. We'll have a quick look. Kinsel, who's, like I said, is reserved all last season, coming in full time now. Now there's going to be a race on the time he's available, so that's great to see. Swanshanks, jump back to him. Captain Infinity, he's still just coming along the Camel straight there, so no one really on a lap yet. Is that Shaddaz? No, is it his teammate? No. It's a red car, I can see it's a red car. Starburst on a second out lap. So yeah, Shaddaz the only pit driver to start his warm-up lap on a set of mediums. Again, not obviously going to get him into the top 10. I would have. So we'll have a quick look. Anyone that you might expect in the swag car to be up there. So yeah, black box. P5, as he's possibly doing even 6/10, 7/10 better than he thought. So credit to him. These guys are racers, they're not driven by ego, as we know that, especially with Lynx. Lynx and the other Williams currently in 12th, so definitely be looking for him to improve. Be at a Dave. Maybe it could be another 4, 5 tenths up, maybe. Possibly 3. Be at a Dave will know as long as it is with alongside his teammate. Just got them, one of them groups of drivers. You just get on with the job. It's great. Marvsky again. Out of every driver in the server, in my opinion, had the hardest season of all last season. Racing the whole season in the top tier. No complaints there every week. He's just on his outlap, but his teammate, who's also on an outlap, Jake Wilson, currently sitting in 4th. So we're right on board with him as he starts his lap. I'll just give him a personal shout out as well. Obviously, look at my little rise. He just recruited us out of an online lobby. I was about 6 seconds off the pace a season and a half ago. I win most improved that season. I win most improved this season. I pick up a performance of the season. I'm commentating for years. So for much as I'm putting all the work in, he also is putting the work in, making this server grow, taking on an extra 3 tiers because he knows he's got the staff around him, to which I'll give a shout out to Dylan, and I believe his slot knows it. I know Dylan's joined the crew at the admin department. He's going to handle our affairs over on Twitch when that starts. And I believe it is Sloth, the other driver. I'm going to check because I've failed miserably. Can't remember my home team. Yeah, so Dylan's joined. Yeah, Crazy Bill as well. He's joining back up to the team. So Crazy Bill is going to be your championship admin next season. Sloth is going to be your League 1 admin next season. I'm going to be League 2 admin and Premier League admin, and Jake Wilson's going to look after the big boys in the Champions League. But yeah, if you thought the first 2 seasons were good, wait till you see it. The grid for next season. God, there's some drivers. There's going to be some good competition on that track next season, as there's going to be in all divisions. But yeah, we'll quickly get back on it. So it's Kinsel's the only guy not to set a lap. Where is he? There you go, he's coming through with Rivage up to Pouillon. How's he looking for his sector? So still a little ways for his sector 2. Oh, so we're right on board with him. So quick look, with only 4 minutes left on my counter. You've got Bradfield at the bottom in 19th, well, Kinsell in 20th, setting his lap now. And you've got Bradfield in 19th, Page in 18th, Shadders in 17th, Jake the Slayer 16th, Young Tommy 15th, Crazy Bill in 14th, Bearded Dave 13th, Swanshanks in 12th, and Morsky in 11th. So at the minute, them guys there are going to get a free choice of tyres. So we're coming through the bus stop now with Kinsell, and Kinsell's going to be in the 45s. Yes, he is. That's a 45.3. It puts him up to 15th. So now, have a quick look. Page is in the pits, so that's Cody. He's going to come through, put another time on the board, but he's slowed right down. So yeah, he's let Dylan pass, but he's on red, so he might be pulling into the pits. Certainly is. His teammates coming through to Pouillon now. Let's have a quick look, and that's a red car. Star bus? No, it's not. There you go, Shadows. Can he go any better? Nearly a second up there, goes up to P14 with a 44.5. Good stuff, mate. Is he going again? He might be going again there, yeah. Car number 9. Let's have a quick look. In the comments, seeing as I've seen them flashing up as Jake Wilson saying, I was wondering, saying Mushroom didn't turn up, but here he is in the comments, and he says he didn't get an invite, and yeah, something happened there, like. As he didn't think he was driving, and he apologised. This Jake the Slayer rain will be interesting. It certainly will. I've never seen a weather report yet, nor do I really want one. As you see now, it's just all red. The Plotters is with the evening, mates. There we go. There you go. The love hearts are out for him and Tommy. Says Reynolds slower than McLaren, but I don't think so looking at this. Absolutely. I mean, everyone says when you start up the career, the performance charts it gives you, that's what it gives you, but I'm obviously being down there, he's obviously looking for more time. But yeah, Dylan 6/10 ahead of Jake Wilson. I mean, the overall performance might just suit the Renault as opposed to the McLaren around this track. I really don't know track by track what you would say the performance for was. But people look like they're running dry setups. Yeah, they do, and the times are up there as you'd expect. Excuse me. Sorry about that, but yeah, here we go. We're going to find out now. People have got to maximise it, get everything out of the cars as they can. Jake's going to give it one more go. Other cars now have come to start their laps behind Jake. His teammates on a lap though. Oh, as I was just about to jump to him, as Francorchamps has retired. Marvsky goes up to P7. So next, I think, is going to be Paige. Yes, it is. She was going quickly down Francorchamps into the chicane there, and where she goes, she's going to finish. Well, she's going to start, sorry, in P18 and finish with a time of 1:45.0. So quickly now is that Reynolds coming in. Theo's currently finished, and he's currently in P1. Is his teammate a ways off yet? Is that... Excuse me. His other drivers are finishing their qualies now. Sloth is finished, he's currently P8. The other Haas, his teammate, I'm going the wrong way, of Crazy Bill, he's finished. He's going to provisionally start P15. Lynx now, where can he go? He's only 8 tenths up, and he does move up a position to P13. Again, in these cars, realistic performances. So Kinsel's given up P13, but there you go, black box. Going to give you some kind of indication of what to expect next season, and we know how good Lynx is, so early doors, expect big things from black box next season. Now who's coming to the end of the laps? So there's Cody. Yeah, he's just gone to purple third sector. He's going to start P2. Dylan is going to start P3. So Marvsky, he's done. Kinsel we know is done. Francorchamps is done. There you go. So as Francorchamps says, he lost that in the grass, so he crashed out. That's hard lines that there, mate. There we go. Theo's going to start alongside his mate Cody on the front row of the grid. Dylan is going to start ahead of his boss, but on the second row of the grid. Black box and the Bearded Dave. Bearded Dave up to the third row there. We're finishing P6 with a 30. Oh, that's a 43.7. Well done, mate. And you've got Marvsky and Sloth. Again, drivers have swapped divisions on the fourth row of the grid. Captain Infinity and starting alongside his teammate of last season, Starbust, on the fifth row. And you've got the sixth row of the grid is going to be FIFA Beefy and Kinsel Styles. And you've got Lynx and Crazy Bill making up the seventh row. Them two guys, of course, are going to be Tier 1 drivers next season. So they're going to see a lot more of each other on track. There you go. You've got 15th. Francorchamps starting alongside Shadders. You've got Paige starting alongside Tommy. And the last row of the grid there of Jake the Slayer and Jay Bradfield. Jay Bradfield. Many would say he's shown his true pace there. Looking for a League 2 seat next season. Just kidding. We all know Justin's a bit better than that. As Jake Wilson just emphasises there. Yep. Black box in the Williams. doing a stellar job. Scott, who says he messed his lap up so many times. That, of course, is Kinsel, for those who don't know. As Tyrone says, go black box there, mate. For those who know how good that of a drive is, as we have a wet start of the race. There you go, that's why everybody just went straight out onto the softs. So we have a wet race. With edited wings. Yeah, I feel Crazy Bill's had a word in the boss man's ear. Hey, we need a spot of rain here to use these hybrid setups. Of course, heard lots about them. Never actually tried it. I mean, is a wet setup with higher wings, or is it a wet setup with lower wings? Each to the own. As the Renault of Theo there leads them out on the formation lap. And there, as you can see there, we'll quickly go to position change to see if anything, because we all know everyone's going to be on the soft tyres. So we'll quickly get a drink while we'll quickly have a look at the standout performer in there, qualifying there. So yeah, it's normal league rules apply. So damage only set to reduced as it is in League 1. However, all races next season, I believe, will be on full damage. So we've really got to be extra careful. Driver's just taking it nice and easy. So just having a look at the skies there. It looks like it could be lightening up. Oh, did that go dark? There you go. I think it's just brightening up a bit, so I think it's going to be interchangeable weather. Hopefully we'll have a dry second half, so who's going to get the good start? Got to jump through, didn't catch anyone. Dropping out, Giano Drake sent out at least 5. We'll just wait for Bradfield to join the back of the grid. So, there we go, counter's going down, revving up, they're into first gear. And away we go, and Cody looked like he got a bit of a wobble. That's going to, and Theo got a good start. Theo's going to lead going into turn 1. Yes, he's got to take the inside line as Cody goes a bit wide, as we've got some ghosts and some... Oh, it looks like someone's been kicked off the start, has it? Oh, there's now a Towie of Beefy. And the grids have messed right up as we've got ghosts and everything happening as they're going up Eau Rouge and into Radion around the Camel Straight, but it looks all clean so far. We've just got to wait for the timers to sort themselves out. As I say, Black Box has made his way up into 3rd position. No, he hasn't. He's in 2nd position. As we've seen, intermediates, so that's means nothing. We'll have a look, but Theo is currently leading this race, and the Williams of Black Box is in 2nd. He's already made up 3 positions. Cody's dropped a position. Then you've got Dylan in 4th, Jake Wilson in 5th. Sloth, he's making his way up the field a couple into 6th. Marvsky, as you were, in 7th. Captain Infinity, he's up a place, and he's up 2 places now. He's overtaken Marvsky into P7. Marvsky just slotting back there as we've got a yellow flag. That looks like it's for Beefy. Starburst, he's in 10th. He's as you were. Shadow's move has been the best so far, gaining 5 positions up into 11th. No, just as I say that, Jake the Slayer, he's gone up into 6th, but he's gone very... No, that was the man in front. Link's gone very wide there. So, a couple off the start. Bradfield, he started at the back and he's had a shocking start. He's 4 seconds or 5 seconds already behind Page. So you've got Page 19th, Francorchamps and Kinsel as Lynx is into the pits. So it looks like he's had a bit of a knock. As we're seeing a ghost of somebody. So both AlphaTauri drivers now, they're going to be at the back of the grid. We're on board now with Black Box. Everyone's going to want to know what he's doing in this Williams. Well, he's up into 7th. He's up from 5th, 3 positions into 2nd, and he's making a move on Theo. And Omi timings have gone again, but by the looks of it, as they come into a better camera angle, he's made his way into the lead of the race. So it gave him a bad angle and it messed up all my times there, but Black Box has now taken the lead of the race. So Lynx went into the pit, so it's boosted him up. Beefy, he went to the pit, so it's pushed him up, and we've got a yellow flag. There's 4 Beefy, who it looks like is going to be the first victim of Radion. Losing it at the top there. There you go, this wet start. As there we go, as it looks like we're back to normal now. There we go, as you see, Theo is only a 10th because we've got a VSC. I didn't see, it must have been for when Beefy's lost it. It's a VSC. And for all we know he's not, Theo, there we go, we're racing again. So Theo's coming up at the bus stop, he's lost a position. There you go, Black Box in the Williams in the lead. As young Tommy got the last comment in saying good luck to everyone, and yes, good luck to you, Tommy. Tommy, the League 1 champion, is already up 5 positions into P12, so he's having a good steady race so far. There you go, a second and a half already is Black Box. So if you know what you're doing, and this race has got the suit, you're going on realistic performance wise. Rain being an equaliser, as we've got another yellow flag that looks like it's for Cody. Unfortunately, it is. He's going, although he's not out, it looks like he's lost it coming up Eau Rouge to Radion again. There you go, Shadows now on the inside. We'll have a look. Has Cody got damage? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. So that Mercedes is going to need to pit. There you go, he's losing so much time coming through these corners. He's just got to get out the way of the 2 AlphaTauri drivers. There you go, Jake the Slayer and young Tommy. 2 guys, even if they're not communicating in a party. As we see Cody going into the wall there in the background, and he's ghosted out. Not a good start of the race from Cody as he gets out the way there. Very well. Obviously, it's wings gone. It's going to take him wide, but just keep it wide. Get into the pits, and unfortunately, Theo's had a spin. Theo has gone all the way from 2nd to 16th, and you can see him slipping and sliding, and he's losing it, and he's lost his wheel. His tyres are too hot. He's took it and he's put it into the wall. And that is a yellow flag. Is it a safety car? It's not looking like it. So then Jake Wilson now in 2nd place. Then quali pace might have went with the Renault, but race trim certainly looks like it's gone with the McLaren at the moment, as he's overtaken Dylan and is currently sitting in 2nd. Dylan, the one remaining Renault, again finishing 2nd in the league, his respective league last season. Very competent, capable driver, we know what Dylan is. And there you go, there's Captain Infinity. Again, another League One driver last season. I think he only missed the first couple of races last season. Again, once he got in and settled, constantly in the points, constantly getting better, and he's already up 5 positions in that racing point, putting in a stellar performance. There you go, car 88. So jump on board with Sloth, he's in 5th. Sloth, of course, League One championship champion last season. Fighting tooth and nail to the end, first with Liam and then with Wei Sheng. Very well deserved from Sloth, doing a great job in that Haas. Again, black boxes might be taking the performance of the day, but don't let that I am Sloth performance don't let it take any shine off Sloth's performance, that's for sure, because he's done a grand job. We'll have a quick look at his teammate there in 11th, Crazy Bill. The gaps, as you can see on the mini map, most of the guys 1, 2, 3, 4, so you've got 5 drivers, 15 drivers are all in the same sector at the same time. There you go, sector 2 now on lap 5 by Black Box. Up to 4-second lead now over Jake Wilson. So again, definite one to watch, Black Box, for next season. We'll have a quick jump, let you guys see what his throttle controls like. There you go, nice and easy on the throttle. Now he's at full power as he comes out of that big sweeping left-hander, breaking it down as soon as the curb starts. A little bit of curb there and a little bit of curb there. He knows where he's track, knows the track limits. Don't go too wide, it's too wet. As he puts in there's a purple sector 2. I mean, the rain doesn't look like it's clearing up, but his performance is getting better and better. And when you know the track, I'm sure it's the oldest track on the calendar, could be proved wrong, but it's up there. It's an OG track. Everybody knows this track, so he's going to start lap number 6, 4.65, 4.7, 4.8. So his lap times are getting better and better and better. He's just easing away from second place, now over 5 seconds. Yeah, if you're representing your league for next season, because Jake Wilson and Kinsell are the only drivers with points. Champion League, your Saturday night, your Tier 1 with Jake Wilson. Oh, it's going to be worth putting on. For entertainment, I mean the tips and everything, what you're going to be able to see. Observe the better drivers to improve your own game. That's what I'll be doing. Quick run through. So, jump on board with Starburst. He's looking to make a move now on Jake the Slayer. Safe. Fiesta's better through the corners on these. Alpha Tauri's better on the straights. Better opening it up. Starburst, of course, as you can see, is the meat in between an Alfa Romeo sandwich, as we've got our harder yellow flag coming through the Camel straight there. I think that was for Cody. Again, unfortunately, the front row of the grid has unfortunately fell off now. Theo, unfortunately, the only driver out of the race. Cool. Oh, as we've got another one. There you go. So Beefy has lost it. Up Eau Rouge and Radion, as you'll see, or you might see, him through Black Box's point of view, but we've got ourselves a safety car. There we go, as he's coming up, you should just see him. Nope, it's just gone, but we've lost it just there at the top of the screen. So that, unfortunately, for Black Box, he's going to lose that lead, as we've got another. Oh, that'll be for the safety car. Yes, it is. There you go. I thought it was Dylan when I saw that yellow dot. I thought he'd had an accident, but no. So unfortunately, you can see that gap there between Dylan and Captain Infinity of 16 seconds, nearly 17 seconds. That's unfortunately going to go. Thankfully for Bradfield, who's going to be one of the first ones to be able to pit, I believe, is going to make his way right up the back of the pack, and hopefully he can have a better next part of his race. And Cody, who's just coming into the pits, again will probably, same as Bradfield, look to have a better next stint if this rain is in for the whole way. Possibly one more pit stop in the wet, I don't know, we'll wait and see. We're just right on board there with Black Box. The guys are going to come round, we'll see who pits, we'll see who stays out. There we go. Black Box is going to come into the pit, followed straight off by Jake Wilson and by Dylan. And you would expect everyone to come into pit. Is Captain Infinity going to do the same? No. And knows the Red Bull of Bearded Dave. Norris Sloth. So these guys are going to be on 4 older tyres, 8 lap older tyres come the start of the race. Surely if I was the Bearded Dave, Captain Infinity and Sloth, I would have pitted personally. So Marv Speed looks like he stayed out. Jake the Slayer stayed out. I'll tell you what, we'll have a look. Whoa, tyres. So sorry, I do apologise. According to this, Bearded Dave's the only driver who stayed out. So Captain Infinity must have been the first driver at the pit. Unless everything just changed. Okay, so it looks like, according to my screen, every driver has pitted for fresh tyres except the Bearded Dave. Unfortunately, if he pits on this lap, he's going to come out pretty much at the back. At least behind Lynx. Down in 15th position, but we shall see. Quick look. The penalties, yeah, 3 drivers there with Jake Wilson, Kinsel, Styles and Bradfield. Just picking up 3 second time penalties each. So nothing too dangerous under the safety car. Cody and Lynx have both made 2 stops. Of course, both drivers having to pit in the first couple of laps. So it's quick lot of position changes. So Shadows of Jake and Slayer, the 2 big winners, and unfortunately Cody has gone from the front to the back. But that's all experience, mate. All experience is good. You learn from everything. And the other Dave, yep, so he's staying out. He is going to be virtually a sitting duck, though, I'm afraid. There we go, lights are out. Black box is effectively now your safety car, and you're going to start slowing them down. So I know in the coming years in Formula 1, myself being one of them, I'm going to be really rooting the Williams on. Myself, I've been a fan of Williams personally since way back in the late 80s, early 90s. Yes, I'm an old man. I always had a soft spot for Frank Williams. So anyway, the Williams is going to get well away, and he's going to come around the corner, and he's going to get himself straight off. Already you can see from that off, he's had a great getaway. So already a second, but so's Jake Wilson. So the top 2 getting well away. And straight away, look, the guys have been caught out. Gap's starting to form straight away. Sloth already. Well, it did say he got a good corner there. He made 7/10 up on that one corner, so that's very well done to him. As at the back, unfortunately, Bradfield, it looks like, has had a bad exit at the start. Bradfield not having a good day at the races. And it's pretty much still as all you were. It was nice, clean safety restart as they're coming down the Camel Straight. Anyone going to make a move? Oh, look at young Tommy here on Crazy Bill. Note to these two guys in League One have been going at it. Tommy, like we all know, won the league last season, but Crazy Bill got the most wins of last season with 6. And he only raced half a season, so these two, for at least half a season, have been battling it out. Bill's just pulling 5/10, 6/10 out on Tommy. Of course, it's not about the points, there's going to be a lot of little personal battles going on here. We'll go right through the grid. Black Box, obviously new to the league, going to be making his debut in the top tier, as I've already said, next season. Guy's going to be looking for great things from him to challenge Idenzo and to challenge Lynx. Jake Wilson, he's back up to 3/10. So he must have had a mistake, Black Box. He's lost 7/10 somewhere. Oh, one bad corner and one good corner from Jake's closed it right up. Can Jake sustain the pressure? He's got a 2-second lead ahead of Dylan now. So Jake's having an excellent restart. Behind Dave though, I can just see he's dropped a couple of positions. But he's done well at his own restart. Just got to keep it steady, mate. Try to pit before when them gaps are formed. There you go, Lynx. He's just had a better turn 1, turn 2, 3, 4. Rouge and Radion. So as they come along the Camel Straight, he's back with a second. So if he's bad through, say, sector 2, part of sector 3, then he's certainly picking up the pace. There you go, 1.1. We've got another yellow flag. That's for a Mercedes, and that's for Cody again. And he's got no front wing at all now. So he's not having a good day going up with Rouge and Radion as Jay Bradfield's in the pits. He's for another wing change. So a lot of drivers, of course, struggle in the wet. It's just not been their day for them today. This Black Box now. Oh, it's a virtual safety car. That must have caused a virtual safety car from Cody. Just learn from it, mate. Keep going till the end as we're back under green flag conditions. Jake Wilson 3 seconds ahead of Dylan now there. It's quite the contrast in the Renault and the McLaren from qualifying to racing. Again, as we're halfway through this race now, the rain doesn't look like it's easing up much. Maybe we might get a last few laps in on dries and get a final run on softs. Because we know the track around here can dry up pretty quickly. Jake Wilson, there you go, he's back on the pressure of Lynx. So all I can assume is Lynx has got La Sauce, Rouge, Radion, Camel Straight into the com. He's got all that nailed down in the wet. And he's getting a gap on Jake. There you go. So he's come through La Sauce and he's getting a good 5/10. There you go. He's come up through Radion. He's up to 8/10. Again, excuse me. Jake just keeping with him though down the Camel Straight though. So he's great. Jake's got good straight line speed in that McLaren. There you go. So they're coming through the com. Back to half a second. So what they're going to do here now is they're coming down to Ravage, making that kind of U-turn, but it's down the hill now as they go. So just have a quick look at Jake. See, Jake's not using any airs, so he's just using the slipstream. Don't know if he's turning his fuel up or what. We might have a look next lap. As the penalties are starting to come in now as Shadas picks up the penalty. 5-6 seconds now. We've just started sector 3. Jake's been showing good straight line speed here, but there you go. He's lost 3 tenths now. So it's looking like the Williams has got better handling through these quick corners, but Jake's catching him up. Oh, and Dylan's had a great lap. He's closed in half a second to them, so he's not going to be left out. But again, there you go, Lynx. He comes through that bus stop chicane. He has a great exit. He's back up with a second, over a second now. So again, coming through La Source on lap 13. He was 1.1. There you go. He's up to 2. So he made a 10th on that corner. Right, down to Rouge, into Rouge, up to Radion. No problem there for him, and he's made another 10th. So Jake, like I said, he had good straight line speed before. Is he going to close it in? No, he's just holding that gap now. But there you go, he's made a couple of 10ths, so he's later on the braking by the looks of it. There he is, he's just staying with him. Forgot to look at his fuel mix there, whether he turned it up, whether I could notice, I don't know. So Shadas down to 1.6, but he's got a 1.3 second, 1.2 second gap over Captain Infinity. And Captain Infinity has getting a couple second lead out on Sloth. So this performance is helping Captain Infinity. I did feel with that big gap he had early on, he may have lost a position or two to the likes of Sloth, Shadas, maybe Zmarovsky, but no, he's stretched out a 2 second gap now. He's doing a grand job there in that pink Mercedes. Jake Slayer, he's in 9th now, started on the back row. Again, Starburst, he's been with him the whole race. Guys have shown good composure. Yes, there's been a few spins and there's been virtual safety cars and safety cars, but it's unfortunate it's the same people who are struggling. Is that unfortunately obviously for them, but it's fortunate for the race. Gotta say fair play to them guys keeping it going. So Dylan's back down to half a second to Jake, so we're going to have a keep and look on that, because Black Box again's now pulled off over 2.5 seconds out. So where's Dylan? As I look on board, that's alright to see if he's going to make a move into Jake, but he's not. He's going to just stay behind him. Got a nice couple of sequences of corners here. Can he brake better? Does he close it? No, he just stays half a second. Now he gets a good turn coming down this hill. And who's got the better car handling? There we go, they're going to shoot round this corner. There you go, Dylan just drifting a bit wide there. May have picked up a warning for that, but keeps it right in close there. Jake saw his car rise up there, the back left hand side. Again, he's made a couple of 10ths up on Dylan. Captain Infinity as well, he's right in the mix now. He's looking for a podium. We've got another yellow flag again, unfortunately that's for Cody. He's lost it at Radion again. Yellow flag, sector 1, 2 and 3, is that a safety car? No, it's not, it's green flag, that's fine. Captain Infinity looking to move in on Dylan, at the same time he's looking to move in on Jake. Jake's got to hold it together. One slip here, he could lose a couple of positions. And you go from having Dylan on your tail to having Even Captain Infinity or even Sloth on your tail. It's not something you want to do. Ooh, bit of a wobble at the back end there. Good luck from McLaren. I'm expecting it all nice and easy from everyone. There you go, nice and easy now. Has Dylan got the slipstream? Has he got the ears? Jump on board, he's making the move on Jake. There you go. Oh, Jake's braking late. Says Jake's going to have the inside line here. He's not going to give it up, and he doesn't give it up. And there's a safety car again. That's for a Haas. And that's for... it's for Crazy Bill and Young Tommy. Oh, the too close, side by side. It looks like coming through Eau Rouge and Radion. They've both still got the wings. They're the wheels though, but neither of them have got wings, and I think that's caused a safety car, you know. Again, these two guys, like I said before, have been battling. Fairly though, fairly, but wet conditions going up Eau Rouge. Yeah, I'm not that good to battle someone through there. That's why I thought with the Jake, Dylan and Captain Infinity, they'd just keep it nice and easy. Again, that lead. Black box picked up. It's going to dwindle. We've got Cody in the pits again. Unfortunately for him, Bradfield 17th. And haven't mentioned Paige much today. She's just kept on going. Again, it's all experience, being on the track in these conditions. And there's so much more respect just cracking on at the back and getting on with it. You never know what can happen. Oh, pits, who's in the pits? So the top 5 have stayed out. Shaddaz has came in. We had a Dave, of course, surely had to pit this time, doing 15 laps on them. Is he getting out in front? Yes, he's getting out in front of that pink Mercedes, because the Mink Kinsel was going into the pit box. So unfortunately, this has caused a safety car. It hasn't. Crazy Bill and Young Tommy have only lost a couple of positions because they were fighting at 11th and 12th in anyway, so it's a shame it's caused that, but unfortunately this game does that sometimes. So we'll have another safety car. Have a look again. Tyre stops now. Unfortunately, there we go. Cody's made 4 stops, Bradfield 3. Yeah, just fair play for kicking on though, lads, and getting on with it. So the question now becomes, with I think 5 laps left, who can make these new tyres work? As I've just noticed, Lynx, who's gone through the first 2/3 of the race, just plodding along at the back, is now suddenly in 7th. And that other Williams. See, when you're a good driver, and you know what you're doing, you can just get in any car and get it done. That's why you're racing the top tiers. That's why you're challenging. Are going to be challenging, I expect, next season. Again, on paper you might look at the Premier League and you'll see Jake and Dylan. Don't know how many times you'll see them battling for 2 and 3, but expect them to be battling next season, these two. Again, League 1, a couple of good drivers in, so Captain Infinity, I'd expect another solid performance from him. Plenty of 6 points, 4s, definitely some 2s. And Sloth is going to have a lot to do next season. But we know he's got the talent to do it. That Tier 1 Champions League, however you want to call it, it's going to be so packed, so tight. Any one of the 20 drivers are capable of dominating, winning a race if it goes their way. It's just all going to come out of individual errors. Because they'll all be running manual gears with no traction and no ABS, and so it's all going to come down to them finer details. They're all going to have top end speed coming along here in the dry. So it'll all be about who can manage the tyres, especially with ABS off. The more you lock up, the more they're going to die. Yada yada yada. You know you've got to get it done. As we have a look again, so well, there's been not many overtakes. It's been a very entertaining race. Final 3-4 laps is it coming in this? I can't remember if it's this lap. We'll jump on board and we'll have an eye on the safety car. I'll quickly go have a drink till we'll get restarted. So the lights are still flashing. It looks like we're going to have one more lap under the safety car. There you go, so black box is closed right up. It's a shame we've got to do a full lap because all the drivers are bunched together now. We'll have a quick rundown. Excuse me, barring any travesties here. You're going to have black box. Just going to be getting them underway. Jake Wilson, once he took that second position, he hasn't let go of it. Oh, we'll quickly get back onto the tyres though. So as you can see, the top 7, well the top 3 are on a lap fresher tyres than 4th to 7th. Don't think really that much matters with these inters. There'll still be plenty of life on these tyres. There's only going to be 4 laps left of the race. So, guys, let's say a black box, got to hold off the 2 guys again. Jake Wilson, Dylan, Captain Infinity, done a good job the last safety car restart. In getting a gap on Sloth, can he do it again? Sloth though, he's done that whole stint in 5th place. He's done brilliantly. Oh, and Starburst. So Jake the Slayer unfortunately has dropped down a few. Starburst plodding along brilliantly there. Currently in 6th in the Ferrari. A lot of people don't like the Ferrari. There you go. There's Black Box's teammate Lynx. Lynx, as we know, challenging. Was challenging the league top guys last season, especially Denzo and Rick, aka Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction. Yeah, bugger hell, them 2 guys were good. But Lynx, as we know, just as good, just as capable. Doing a great job. Marvsky in 8th there. And the other McLaren has done a stellar, solid job. He's been there all the race, same as Shadow, same as Bearded Dave. And not really a lot of position changes, apart from unfortunately the Mercedes and the guys who've gone out have dropped down. The racing has been first class, as it looks like unfortunately someone's lagged out. Here we go, off and running again, lap 19, going into the source. Jake right in, gets a bit of curb there, black box, but done him all right. Jake, he looked like maybe he's just a bit slow keeping it onto the track, getting out of the exits, just let black box away there. Again coming up, Eau Rouge, Radion, again no need to be flown it for them guys, as Bearded Dave overtakes Kinsel. Captain Infinity, there you go, he's just got, I think he's just got the performance on Sloth, I'm afraid. His Lynx is overtaken Starburst. Again, Starburst doesn't well, he does defend. I mean, if he knows a driver has got the pace on him, or if he's not comfortable, he'll yield. He'll just move out the way. You know, I mean, Lynx is bearing down on my back end, and even though he's in a Williams, you know, I'm not going to battle him. The last thing I want to do is ruin my race, and certainly don't want to be ruining his race. As you see, Starburst had them curves to contend with, so if he's got that to think about, he certainly doesn't want to be getting mixed up into a battle. There's nothing to lose coming in 7th behind Lynx, Sloth, Captain Infinity, Dylan, Jake and Black Box, I tell you that. It's on board, these top 3 is where it's at the minute. The top 4, if you like, been the same for at least 2/3 of the race. We've got 3 laps left. Again, it's another race for me. Personally, it's flew by. The guys, they're just keeping it all in single line. It looks like you're all on the same line of the scale extra track. All the way down. It's brilliant to see. Unfortunate again, fortunate we've had 2 DNFs. The rest of the guys are, as Swanshank unfortunately has dropped down. Again, they've just kept it going. Definitely get prop points for that one. But there you go, Black Box now, couple of laps left, he's already a second ahead. The guys obviously want to capitalise on a mistake, but don't want to be forcing anything where they're going to hamper their own race. Everyone still wants a podium. The track's been around 100 years. I'll tell you, the driver winning the real life Grand Prix this year is they'll have a big old celebration, like 100 years of a track. Just closing it up now. Really, really close. Again, Lynx on Sloth. Obviously he's going to want to try finish 5th as Lynx, but again, we'll be happy with 6th considering he's been stuck at the back of the grid most of the race. Who knows, but let's have a look. Yeah, so the gaps are just starting to edge up. Marvsky, Shadaz. Roderick, the stairs a little far back. Shadaz, Marvsky, there you go, the 2 Ferraris. Marvsky's the sandwich in a Ferrari. the meat in a Ferrari sandwich now. Shadow's just dropping off a bit as we've got another yellow flag. And now unfortunately that's for the bearded Dave this time. So Rouge has got another one. Unfortunately there'll be no safety car. Will there be a VFC? I don't think there will be. It's the penultimate lap. It's going to get them all down to the Delta though. There you go, yellow flag over. And we're back going again. No one could really, sorry, they didn't have to adhere to the Delta, sorry, did they? No, they just weren't allowed to overtake. There we go. It's going to start sector 3 for the penultimate time. Lynx half a second ahead of Jake. Oh, he's been pulling away so far through this sector last races. But Jake's getting him down in this. What's Jake doing? Nope. His overtake's closed. He's just sticking right in the slipstream. Go bus stop chicane for the penultimate time, about to start the last lap as there's another yellow flag. That'll be for the bearded Dave again. So here we go, last lap of the race, black box. It's his to bring home now in the Williams. Yes, gets a nice exit there out to put resource. It's going to come down for the last time. Rouge and Radion. Go, nicely taken. Both times. Won't need to go wide. Overtakes on. There you go. Get half of that used. Get them a second ahead of Jake. We'll get through the comms. 5, 6 and 7. Nice and easy. Just keeping that car still. Yeah, just ever increasing them gaps. 10th at a time. 10th at a time. That's what you want to see. Go, coming down now into Rivage, down this hill. Pouillon now, can he keep it? Dave unfortunately is out on the last lap. Yes, nice. Not taking them curbs on the left way, as Giovinazzi lost it. And soon, right down 1.3, just hold that. Get to the left to tuck it in right. Gets on the AstroTurf there. That was a bit wider than he's normally been getting. He's lost a 10th now off that, but he's alright. So here he comes through up Blanchimont for the last time. Into the bus stop chicane. And look, no one's changing positions, so everyone's just keeping it as you were. There you go, in the Williams on a realistic performance settings. Black box has won the 100th birthday race, if you like, of Belgium. Jake Wilson finishes second. I thought he took a spin at the last corner, but he didn't. Lynx has moved up to 4th. So there you go. Both Williams drivers in the top 4. Captain Infinity has dropped down to 5th after a phenomenal race. And we've already all finished. That's how close together it's been. There he goes, Lynx picks up driver of the day. Definitely in with a shout, however, I would personally have to give it to his teammate. Black box. Could they both be teammates in the Williams next season in the Champions League? We shall wait and see. But what a team that would be. This Formula Moment says yes. He must have finished in the points. Yes, he did. P19 to P7. Well, that's a great job, that, Jake. In the Alphas, of course, had good straight line speed, but there ain't not many of them. There we go. So it's I Am Sloth. Gained a couple of spots there, as we see, in the Haas in 8th. Jake the Slayer, Marvsky, Starburst and Shadows complete your top 10. Cody made his way back up to 11th. I think that might have been a glitch time there. I think it might have been Cody, might have been one of the ones to lag out. We'll see about that, but I think it's Crazy Bill in 11th, then Kinsell, then Young Tommy, then Page, then Bradfield, then I think Cody's in 16th, and Swanshanks, beheaded Dave. Complete the drivers who finished, and unfortunately FIFA Beefy and Theo were the two drivers who didn't complete the race. As Captain Infinity says, he had a broken wing from lap 8, and Jake Wilson had light green wing nearly all race. Well, to be fair, I couldn't see that, but if you did, obviously you did. You're not going to lie about that. Well, that makes that drive even better for yous. Well, like I say, take nothing away from Black Box. A stellar job, starting in 5th in the Williams and winning the race. Really looking forward to big things from him. And again, for this season gone, season 2, big thank you to Jake Wilson and all the staff that helped him and all the drivers that have taken part throughout the last 22 plus weeks. As I say, the guy's gone. That just leaves me to say thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much to everyone for racing. Thank you for everything for this last season. Don't forget to jump on the channel and check out the awards videos. Again, great job by Jake and Theo on them, and I'll look forward to speaking to you later. So from me, good night everyone, bye for now.